So let's just call it what it is. We're living in crazy times. Real estate prices are out of control almost everywhere. It doesn't matter if you're in New York, London, Sydney, it's all sky high.
Exactly. And what's wild is how normalized it's become. Like, people just accept that spending half their life's income on a shoebox apartment is somehow the dream.
Yeah, and the irony is, if you actually manage to buy that dream, congratulations, you might have just locked yourself into a financial prison. The so called golden cuffs.
That term hits hard. You're technically wealthy because you own property, but you're also stuck. You can't move, can't quit your job easily, and you're constantly worrying about interest rates, taxes, or some pipe bursting in the wall.
And here's a kicker. Many people don't realize just how irrational some of these purchases are, like paying hundreds of thousands more just because the market is hot or because of fear of missing out.
Right. And one of the biggest blind spots? Mold or mildew. It sounds minor, but it can be a nightmare. Health risks, remediation costs, insurance headaches, all hidden under that fresh coat of paint.
And yet people are out here fighting bidding wars for moldy basements. It's like, do you even know what you're buying, or are you just panicking into it?
That's the irrational part. We've glamorized homeownership so much that people are willing to throw all logic out the window. It's like joining a cult. You don't ask questions, you just sign the papers.
I've heard people say it's an investment, not just a home. But here's the thing, not every house is a good investment, especially when the price is already inflated beyond reason.
And the long-term commitment? Massive. You're not just paying a mortgage. It's maintenance, renovations, property taxes, costs that keep bleeding you year after year.
And if you lose your job or the economy turns, that safe investment can become an anchor dragging you into debt. We've seen it happen before. 2008 wasn't that long ago.
Exactly. But there's this belief that it's always better to buy than rent. That renting is throwing money away. I mean, who started that myth?
Probably someone trying to sell a house, because honestly, renting gives you freedom. Flexibility, less responsibility. Sometimes peace of mind is worth more than equity.
Plus, in many markets, renting is actually cheaper month to month, and you're not stuck with a depreciating asset if things go south.
People forget that homes can lose value. Just because prices have gone up for a decade doesn't mean they always will. Trees don't grow to the sky.
That's a good one. And with global instability, interest rates, inflation, political chaos, banking on real estate to always go up feels more like gambling than investing.
And here's something else, the lifestyle impact. Owning a home can make you overly cautious. You're tied down. You can't travel as freely, change cities for better jobs, or pivot when life changes.
Yeah, it's like buying a golden cage. Looks nice from the outside, but inside you're counting every dollar and every cracked tile.
At what point do we start questioning the script? That this American dream, or get on the ladder idea, might not make sense anymore?
I think it starts with conversations like this. Unpacking the logic. Asking uncomfortable questions. Like, why are we so obsessed with ownership when it might be hurting more than helping?
If you already own and feel trapped, maybe now is the time to cash out. Take the insane profits and do something smarter with it. Invest, travel, breathe a little.
And if you're thinking of buying, pause. Ask yourself, are you doing this out of fear, pressure, or does it actually make rational long-term sense?
Because right now in many markets, the math just doesn't add up, and emotions can lead to expensive mistakes.
So next time someone tells you to just buy, maybe ask them, are they living free or are they just wearing shinier cuffs?
That's the question. And maybe it's the one we should all be asking a little more often.